It's all you, man. Go for it.
Okay. Can you hear can you see my screen, everyone?
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect. So thank you for joining and welcome to the first NetSuite training for Business Recruitment Department. I'm Luke. I'm the NetSuite System Admin and QS, and I will be your tutor today. So what are we gonna cover during this training? In this training, we will be talking about the following subjects. We'll be looking at NetSuite roles, what they are, what is my role at business recruitment, and what I can do within this role. Then we're going to look at customers in NetSuite. We will see how the customers are represented. We will learn about different stages a customer can be in. So it's a lead, a prospect, and a customer. We will see how a customer is related to a contact. And then we'll see what is a primary contact and why it is so important. Next, we're going to see how to add customers to NetSuite ourselves, how to add an organization, finally how to add a contact to NetSuite, to organizations, and I'll show you some best practices on how to do that. There's a chat here. Okay, that's not for me.
I just told Isabel we just started, so she hasn't missed anything. All good.
Okay, yes. Okay. Next, I will explain how auto allocation of account managers works. We'll talk about a bit more about primary contacts again, and then we will follow the sales process that we have established at QS, from opportunity to sales orders, and I'll show you how to do it correctly. Finally, we will talk about communication between account managers and CSMs and what is the best effective way of doing this. And we will have 2 activities during this training, so I'll ask you to just go to your NetSuite accounts and to do the activities. Activity 1 will be to create organizations and contacts, so you will do it yourself. Next, activity 2, once we have those organizations and once we have those contacts, you will be required to create an opportunity, create a quote, and send the quote to your CSM. Okay, so upon completion of this training, you will know this. You will know your role in NetSuite. You will know how customers are represented in NetSuite. You will know the difference between a lead, a prospect, and the customer. So 3 different stages an organization can be in. And you will know how to correctly add an organization into NetSuite. You will have some working experience of that. And you will know how to correctly add contacts to already existing organizations. Finally, you will know how to create opportunities, quotes, and sales orders. So what NetSuite roles do we have at business recruitment? First off, what is a NetSuite role? In short, a NetSuite role is a set of permissions for NetSuite users that allow them to carry out their function in the organization. You can see your role in the right-hand corner of the NetSuite screen, which is here. So that's how you know which roles you are logged in as. Some of you have different roles. Some of you share the role of account manager, CSM, sometimes a Markham's manager. Personally, I have quite a few roles, but my main one is the administrator, so basically access to everything in NetSuite. In your department, there are 4 roles. These are account manager, CSM, sales manager, and sales director. All of these roles can do different things, and we will talk about what these roles can do right now. So account manager. Account managers can create new organizations. They can create new contacts. They can create opportunities and quotes. However, very important, they cannot create sales orders. If you are an account manager, there's no way you can create a sales order yourself. This is the role of as a customer success manager, a CSM. They can also add new organizations. They can create new contacts. They can create sales orders from quotes created by sales. So this is how what this is what they do. Sales managers, what they can do, they are pretty much like the account manager. They can also create opportunities and quotes. Sales managers cannot create sales orders. However, they have access to some reports that account managers do not, and they can see the pipeline and some financial reports. However, the biggest role within business recruitment is James's. So he can obviously create new organizations, new contacts. He can create opportunities and quotes. He has access to reports. He has access to pipelines. He can also manage the allocations of sales managers, so of account managers to companies. This is something that only sales directors can do. And he has full access to financials of the organization. So that is a much wider role. Okay. So now let's talk about the next thing, which is organizations and contacts in NetSuite. So our customers are represented in NetSuite in two ways. There's the organization level, so that can be a university, for example, or a business school, and contacts, which are people connected to this university. So remember this, and each organization can have three statuses. So it can be a lead, it can be a prospect, and it can be a customer. Now, what is the difference between these three? A lead is an organization which is a potential customer. It means that if you see that organization is a lead, it means that there are no opportunities or no quotes issued towards this organization. That's when you know it, that it's a new, untouched, pretty much organization. However, if anyone has created an opportunity or a quote towards this organization, this organization automatically in NetSuite changes from a lead to a prospect. So that's why you know that if you see a prospect, that there are some quotes issued, there are some opportunities issued, they might be closed, but there's definitely no sales order, so no sale has been done. However, if this organization, anyone from this organization accepts our quote and we issue a sales order, now this organization then becomes a customer. Okay.
Luke,
yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So, can an organization be more than one of these things at the same time?
Nope.
And also, based on the cyclical nature of our business, at what point do they stop becoming a customer and start becoming a lead again?
I believe there is some time after which the organization stops becoming a customer, but I do not know. As far as I have not seen this change from customer to any previous records.
Okay, so say we sold them and they were a customer in fall 2016, and they haven't bought anything since then.
But they will still become customers. Like I've seen customers who haven't been sold to for some time. Let's try to find some organization for you here.
Because in that instance, then nearly every single business school that could buy the World MBA tour, for example, or 99% are going to be classed as customers, right?
If they have bought the product, they will be customers. They will be customers of ours.
Yeah.
So as you can see here,
Okay.
This is a brand new lead. This is something that we got today. So they are in the status of a lead right now, which means there are no sales towards this organization yet, no opportunities. There's nothing here. However, if we create something, an organization, you will see this lead here. This will change. This will change to a prospect. If we create a sales order, the same number, the same organization will change into a customer once we have issued transactions. Yeah. Each organization, as you can see here, we can have contacts. So contacts are typically displayed at the bottom of the organization. As you can see here, John Graham is a contact for this for this company. As you can see here, maybe I'll increase this a little bit. This organization here, Thunderbird School of Global Management, has multiple contacts which are displayed at the bottom of the organization page. Now, how to create organizations? Well, I'll show you from my NetSuite. The best way to create an organization is to hover over this little button here, which means create new, and click on lead. This will lead you to the create new organization page. On this organization page, you need to provide the details of this organization. Let's call it a test organization, 7th November 2017. Status is a lead, obviously, automatically. Let's call this type is very important. This is going to be a university. Comments, I'll just write down. This is just a test. If you know the web address of the organization, absolutely leave it. Email, phone, these things are not required. However, if you know, absolutely put those things in. Phone number. While not required, it's very good to leave those things in. And now the most crucial thing, the thing that governs it all, is providing the address of the organization. To do that, you have to scroll down to the bottom of the Create New Organizations page. Click on this little tab here, which is Address. Can you see a little pencil in here? This is how you provide a new address. By clicking on this pencil, you select the country. What I will do, I will create Estonia. And you can provide additional fields, although the really one required field is the country. For United States and Canada, you also need to provide a state, because in those two cases, it's the state which is also very, very important. Okay, let me click OK here. Let me click Add.
Or a province if you're in Canada.
Exactly, province if you're in Canada. In NetSuite, they're called states. So I'm talking in like NetSuite terminology. It will not change in NetSuite, so it will be a state in NetSuite. However, we know it's a province.
Not everyone does.
And
a lot of Americans don't know that, actually. A lot of people don't know that, probably. Anyway, sorry, I'm just having fun. Keep going, Luke.
All right, so I'm saving my new organization. As you can see, it's a lead. Here's the name of this organization. It's Estonia. And now look what has happened here. I did a little trick. So I told the system this. Okay, if the organization comes from Estonia, allocate this organization to Luke. Yeah. So if you provide your country, so I know, for example, in Barak's example, it's going to be an African country. James's, some states in America this will basically allocate the company to him, and for other account managers responsible for this. And this is really crucial information, because you need to be allocated as an account manager to be able to sell to this particular organization. Okay, so creating the organization, remember the organization name, as much detail as possible, and address. Yeah, these are the most important things. Now,
Lucas, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
When we do this, I've done this a few times myself now, and when I'm the account manager creating the record, does that automatically then, does the system pick it up as it's my account now?
No, absolutely not. What needs to happen, if you do it for your territory, it will allocate you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you do it for someone else's territory, it will not allocate you.
Right.
So
That makes sense. I haven't
so
been doing it for other chairs.
absolutely. So you can still ask James for this company, but this is something between you and James, the director, because he can change, as you can see from his role, he can change those allocations here. He can press edit, and he can do this. Yeah, he can do this. He can go and Lisa.
I'm Zine.
Yeah.
The second one. Yeah.
Okay, there you are. You are a different. Yeah, there you go. So he can do this. Account managers and no other role can do this apart from admin. So he can change it and he can give it to you. Yeah, but the first initial allocation is always a geographical one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Actually, let's cancel this. So we have the organization with allocated accounts managers. Now, we should probably add some contacts to this. I know it's very tempting to press this button here, says new contact, but please don't do that, okay? I'll show you some best practices on how to do that and explain why. To add a new contact to the organization, use this little button here. Hover over it. It means create new contact. Because what happens when you do it like this, it will automatically populate many of the fields directly from the company. So it will populate the company name, the stage of the organization. This will all be drawn, the email address, phone number, even the address. So by doing it this way, you ensure that no errors will be made. Yes, if you create the organization try to create a contact in any other way, I mean, these things will just not be populated. You can still do it, but chances are that you will select the wrong organization or populate something differently. Okay, now let's fill in all the most important fields on the contact level. So we need to give the contact a name, and it's very tempting to try to fill out any of those, but actually the ones we really want to fill is this at the very bottom, name first, last. So let's call this person Luke P test. All right, as you can see, this is the NetSuite ID that has populated automatically. So don't try to put anything here. This is set automatically by NetSuite based on what you're trying to put here. So the first thing, name. First crucial thing to fill in. Second thing, look to the right. It's called product interest. If you click on the list, and if you know what the person is interested in, you can select the product. Let's say the person is interested in top MBA online products. And let's look what happens. By selecting this interest, the person was allocated to you directly, business recruitment. Yes, so this field absolutely needs to be filled in. These fields, of course, as much information as possible. If you know the person's title, department they work for, absolutely fill it in. Address, email, if it's different than on the organization, absolutely change it. Yeah. Phone number, same thing. If it's different, please change it. Yeah, that's fine. We're not touching this right now, but this is a very, very important field. We'll go back to in a minute. Next is the person source. It basically asks the question, so how do we know where do we know this person from? And we can select one of the reasons, from a blog, from a list import. It can be by QS operations, sales sourced, from a web. It can be unspecific. So basically, we need to select. We will expand on these features a bit later on, but it is important to select one of those. Let's say it's a sales sourced person. And the address, again, it draws directly from the address of the organization. In most cases, you don't have to worry about this. And let's I think I have everything. Remember, person source, product interest, name, and address. Let's save it. There you go. Let's see what happened. I scroll down. I'm on my organizations page again. Test organization, 7th of November. I scroll down. And here in relationships, I have look t-test, which is amazing. And let's look at this. He has been allocated as primary contact to business school recruitment. Why? Because look, t-test has expressed interest in top MBA online products, which in turn have made him a primary contact of business school recruitment. Okay? You can only sell to contacts who are primary contacts for your department. This is very, very important. If someone is a primary contact from QS4, QSIU, you cannot sell it to them. They need to be a PC for your department. Okay? So that's it. We have created a new organization.
And look,
it's
if you want someone to do an example of some sort, I'm happy to change the screen over and make it more interactive, whatever you want to do, just so you know.
Well, I will ask everyone to follow an activity right now and actually to create their own organizations. So I have in an email reply to this meeting, I have sent you three files. One of them is called activities. Can you go to your emails and open it now? If you don't have it, I can display it here. This activity here consists of two parts. Part one is create a new organization, school of your name. So I would be School of Luke. The organization is based in well, here, the country you are assigned to. And the details, well, add some phone number and add a email address. So this will be part one, create organization. Part two, add new contact to the organization. So the same, add a contact in the same way that I have done this with first name, surname, email, phone number. Remember that you need to also fill in the other required fields. All right, let's say you have about 10 minutes for this.
How can I just update a note to say to sales, this is what they emailed me, or copy and paste that email so that they can see it? Okay, okay, so go ahead and do it. Okay, and then I can, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to add those ones to this because I didn't include the.
Hey Lucas, can you hear me or?
Yes, I can.
I just had a quick question. Like I'm on my mobile, so I can do the activity anyway. I just want to ask when we were filling the form. It's a very simple request actually. You said like the required field, but we have no sign to know what is required. There is no asterisk or something. And once you submit that and you forget something, you go back and the form is empty and you need to submit it
Yes.
in the beginning.
Yes, I am aware of the issue.
So is there any way just to add an asterisk?
Well, I cannot add an asterisk, unfortunately, because it's done via workflows and not by default NetSuite features. However, what I can do, and I will, not now, but I'm aware of this, but what I can do probably at some time in the future is to display an error message in the middle of your screen instead of sending the information to the server and returning it back, because with the current setup, it will remove certain fields that you have already populated. So I am aware of this issue.
Yeah, whatever solution you can, that would be great.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is on my head. it will be display an error message in the middle of your screen instead of a blank page, which should revert, which should stop
Yeah,
NetSuite
because
from.
sometimes you end up
I know.
forgetting putting like one thing,
I know.
then it's acceptable for.
I know. This is not something I will fix straight away, but it's in my notes. It's in my to-dos for the next couple of weeks.
Amazing, thanks,
So
man.
we will look into this. Just not this very moment, okay?
Yeah, of course, brilliant. Thank you.
So how is everyone doing? I think what was my school, Luke? I created the school of
Let's have a look.
GV.
So we have Leonardo.
Leonardo, the Brazil University.
Yay. And we have Lisa.
Yeah, I saw that meeting invite from Dasha.
Yay. That was pretty enthusiastic from you, Luke, I must say.
Yay.
Yeah. As you can see, Lisa.
How's Isabel? Isabel, how are you doing with your
Luke, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm just wondering, I'm trying to
question.
create the
I
organization,
see.
but I don't have
Yeah.
create a lead. I've only got create opportunity.
Barak, we will go back to this. This is the next step in the training. So have you created the organization? Because you will be working with this organization in the next activity. So we need to do this right now.
So,
Barak,
well,
you
I don't
want to
have
share
the
your
option to
screen?
create lead. How do I do that?
We're gonna pivot over to Barak's screen. Barak, I would avoid any sort of inappropriate stuff online. I'm gonna go to your screen.
I'll try.
All right. We're changing presenters. It should go to Barak right now. Do you see Barak's screen?
Oh, I can't.
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
So if I click on,
Yeah.
Okay. So what you do in this case, click on personalize. Barak, click on personalize. There you go. Yeah. And select in personalize. There you go. Find a lead in here. Find a lead and click a tick next to lead. Yeah. The tick box and save. Perfect. Spot on. And now.
Wait a second. Where is personalized? I'm sorry, because I lost you.
Yeah. Look what's exactly what Barak is doing right now. Now you can again hover over this little plus. There you go, and create a new lead. All right. It just wasn't added to the menu.
oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, I think I've got the same. I must have the same because I don't have the personalization thing that you mentioned.
Isabel, so try hovering over this little plus button next to help.
I've got I am there. I've got activity, contact, event, opportunity, call, saved search and task. Oh, it's personalized at the very bottom. I'm so sorry.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, so stupid.
That's not stupid. This is a training.
Here.
This is a training.
And then you go to lead, and lead needs to be added, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, all good.
All right. This is a training, so obviously we are all learning. We are all learning.
Indeed. Here you go.
I'm making you presenter, Luke.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Remember, personalize here, and you need to make sure that lead is ticked. Yeah, for it to appear in the shortlist over here. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, Dave's going to do it. Well, he's going to do the weekend.
Great. We've got Jesus and I've got Aled. It's great.
It means that he's going to get off his ass and
Jesus PR. There is a problem with the allocation of Jesus. Let's try to see what's going on. What state is PR?
Oh, by the way, do we have access
PR.
to
Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, that's it. There's an issue with allocation for Puerto Rico then. Let
I
me.
believe that is a territory, not a
Puerto
state.
Rico. Yeah.
Visitors could clarify
Is that a state in the United States? Let's try to.
Oh no, not yet.
No, it's a
But
Not yet.
territory. They have no. They're not allowed to vote in the Congress or in the elections. I believe.
Yeah.
And they're killing the budget now from Donald Trump.
Oh, they're crushing the budget. BT is not happy.
Let's assume for a second that Puerto Rico is a state in the United States. Jesus, I will change your allocation here for business recruitment. Okay.
Do you want me to?
So I'm James now, and I will change the allocation here. I will give you. You will be the account manager for business rec and Unirec. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not allocating anyone to branding or QSIU. So this is what James can do from his role. He can do that. So if you have any issues with allocations, just pop an email to James, or you can also email my colleague Poonam. But this is primarily like James's territory. So he needs to give permission to do that in the first place. Like, all right. So I have. Like that's correct. Yeah. I'm sure there is an organization like this. Probably not even one. The organization is requiring validation. There you are. Allocated, as you can see here. Okay, we've got Leila, we've got Alet. Barak, how are you doing?
Wait, I'm showing you this campaign quickly. Don't run away.
Barak is gone.
Oh, he's offline.
He's like, this isn't fun anymore. I'm going to go back to enjoying life.
Yeah. So we've got Lisa, got Leo. Who are we missing? Alet is here. James, you did this training already with me. Waiting for a name. Okay. Mysterious. Leila is here. Okay.
Do you have Isabel?
Isabel. Oh, yes, Isabel is not here. Isabel, how is it going?
It's just that I for some reason, it won't let me go into the address, which I'm trying to enter.
Okay. Like, if you share your screen, I can help you out. What probably happens? Remember, it's I think I know what you're doing. Remember, like you need to go to if to the bottom. I'll show you where. There's you cannot change it here, right? You need to go to the bottom, click here.
At the bottom below QS observer. Okay, below the relationships.
Yes, relationships, communication, address is the third tab, and you need to click on the little pencil here.
And the pencil, where the hell is the pencil? Oh, pencil is edit at the top right.
That's correct.
Well,
that's correct.
Okay.
That's how you add the address.
And how do I edit this? Because it's already. Oh, wait a second. Okay.
All right. So you did this.
Yeah, got it.
Change the country. Make sure it's your territory. Yeah. Click OK and click Add.
I said yes. Okay. And I said save.
And it should be fine.
And it should hopefully be fine. No, it says this record has already been created. To prevent creating duplicate, this request has been cancelled.
Oh, that's have a look.
I do. I mean, there are a few bugs in. Yep.
It's here. It's here. It's here. You probably clicked the save twice or something, but your school is here.
Great.
It's perfect. It's well done. And Barak School of Excellence. Well, it's amazing. Barak School of Excellence is here as well. Okay, that's amazing. I have some really good sense of humor. I really love your schools. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we add some contacts right now? So activity number 2 is add a contact to the organization. Remember one thing.
Top right. Yeah.
Remember one thing. The most important thing. Use this button over here. Add plus contact. Okay. It's very, very important. Use this button.
Lucas, zarobiłem już. Is it correct?
It means what almost correct. I know what you mean. It means I have earned.
No, but I mean, I added the context.
Yeah, you want to say I'm done. Yeah, perfect. Let's have a look, Leo. Okay, so here. Perfect. This is Brazil University. And there you go. Perfect. Leo's contact is perfect. It's well done. So executive MBA, product interest, BS recruitment allocated to business school recruitment because of the product interest. Amazing. For the organization of Brazil University. Therefore, this lead will go to Leonardo, who is business school recruitment account manager for this organization. Perfect.
Super.
So, Luke, the only two people that need to complete the training, I assume, would be Hannah and Nunzio, right?
Yes. I'm having a meeting with Nunzio tomorrow, but we'll probably not cover this whole training. Yes, but obviously I will. Yeah.
Like this, we can't forget the CSMs in this. I would say one of the problems we've been having, like at the point of end result, for example, you get to a point this an event and schools don't have tables. It's possible that the CSMs haven't had all the relevant training. I'm just saying, I just want to make sure that we, every time we do something like this, we realize it's not just, there's a group of people outside of the sales team that need training.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, that's on Katerina to do that, right? I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, whoever it's on, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, like, we all need to recognize that, right?
Completely. No, you're right. I agree. Poor Tony, he's not getting a training.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Like that's if not all the CSMs are up to speed, we're going to have issues going forward for sure. Let's check with Kat to see if she's done this training with everyone.
Alet, I think you allocated someone to branding. I will change the allocation for this one, okay?
Did I? Okay.
Yeah. Let's have a look at your contact here. You chose general branding, and this has allocated someone. I'll just choose general business school recruitment. Yeah.
Luke, I'm probably gonna come down to you and if we can arrange a meeting separately because I just in the street at the moment. I just arrived from Paddington, so it's not gonna be very efficient for me at this stage. So I'm gonna write to you and I'll come down to you tomorrow or the day after. Maybe you can do it.
Okay, I'll change this contact here. All right.
What is that in the background? Who's watching a sporting match of some sort?
I'm literally in the streets. I'm in Paddington at the moment, so I'm in the streets. It's a bit noisy here. So I'm gonna arrange something with Luke separately this week then.
Oh.
Yeah, we admire your dedication, but I think you could go. Time for you.
Yeah, I think pretty much everything is in the training you already know, because if you were in like uni recruitment training before. So
sounds like you're at a comedy show.
Yeah. Most of that is I'm familiar with most of that already, but I'm gonna give it a try once I get on a laptop. Yeah,
listen.
Cool.
You can always watch the recording of this. You can read the training notes if you feel confident with everything we're doing here. Alet, I've changed your your contact as primary contact to business recruitment. Yeah, because it was branding, and you are not allocated as branding to this organization. It's Mandy. So I changed it here for you. All right.
So just a quick, so this doesn't fall through the cracks, because I think it's important what Alad was mentioning earlier about the CSMs being up to speed. And so Katerina doesn't actually oversee that. That's Milena's role to make sure that everyone gets the training, which I believe you're reporting into her. So let's make sure that every CSM has gotten the training. So make a separate appointment with Tony, or Tony can watch this video and then create his own session. I believe that's the only one that hasn't gotten it. So just to clarify, it's not on Katerina, it's on Milena, so it's on you.
But so, for example, just checking people like who's the girl in Singapore? Gabby, Daniel, Cooper, who's had it? Gabby, Heather, the girl in Singapore, is it Jess?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's on us to tell you that, Luke. But yeah, there's a couple of CSMs that are not based in London that I don't keep regular contact with, that I don't that I haven't invited to this call. So,
but like if you think about it, right, between Layla, Tony, and Jess in Singapore, that's what, like.
It's like 90% of the 70-80% of the business.
Listen, absolutely, they need to be onboarded with everything if they're not already. So, I mean, to be honest, I thought that everyone will be already like in this particular training, but okay, and we probably need to schedule a separate training for them as soon as possible.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be the same training, same basic training that you have. They don't create opportunities and quotes. However, they deal with sales orders, and you communicate with them, so they need to be aware of everything you do.
I mean, for your time, they could watch the video, and if that isn't clear enough, then you could do a separate training.
If that works,
none of it's rocket science.
Absolutely.
No, that works great. I mean, even if they just watch this video and then you can jump on a call with them for like 10 minutes to answer any questions.
If they perform activities after doing this video, that's fine. I mean, first and foremost, they won't even be able to do that from their role. But let's start with videos and see what happens. Isabel, sorry, how is adding contact? Is it good? Because I think I don't have your contact yet.
And I'm entering the thing with the NS number rather than the name of the company, because he wasn't finding it. So I just did it.
Okay. So remember this here, this name here, this needs to be filled in.
Yeah, got it.
Product interest. Yeah.
Yep.
Remember the person source is a required field. Yeah. And address, which is drawn automatically from the company.
Oh, it's a person source that I'm missing. Okay, the rest is there. I'm doing this.
Check.
I'm doing it. It's asking me a title. It's funny. It's asking me to enter a value for title when I've already entered it.
Yeah, like if you make an error once, it will erase. This is what I spoke with Mohammed earlier about.
No, it's very bizarre. It's still there. I still have the MS as Mrs., but it still tells me that I need to enter a value for title.
You want to share your screen?
You don't need to enter a value for title.
Sure. How do I do this? Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
I think James needs to make.
Yeah, James has to change it.
I'm not the. Yep. So you see, it's already there. MS is there.
Okay, I mean, okay, we can't see it yet. Okay. Please enter value for title. Click
the title
OK.
is here.
No, you okay. Click OK. Yeah. Give it a surname if possible.
I think I just need a surname. What is this? What do you put the surname? Sorry.
Because I can see a few errors here. Isabel, can you first and foremost you don't populate the name ID yourself? Yeah. Can you see it?
I did. Okay. I'm sorry.
The Ella in name ID.
Yeah, I did.
NetSuite. Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. This is what NetSuite populates. So, yeah, just remove this.
All right.
Yeah. Okay,
and
maybe
blue as well, right?
You can leave blue here. It should be populating automatically.
Okay.
The MS in the okay. Try maybe removing the MS for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Just okay. Give it a surname. So yeah, here. Yeah.
Okay, let's do the allowed there. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Click somewhere outside. Okay. Product interest is not populated.
I was earlier. Okay.
Yeah, there was some error.
I did earlier, but it.
Yeah, just select product interest. Perfect. Scroll down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Person source needs to be selected. Yep. Okay. Let's say sales sourced. Okay, or referral. Great. And address should be populated automatically from the organization, which is fine. And click save. Okay, it's because you were It's because you were manipulating with the with the name, address, email. Okay, I'll click. If James, if you could share this, I will quickly create an organization for Isabel. And Isabel, I'll ask you to create another one after the training for me. Okay?
Okay.
Because we need to move on to the next part of the training.
Sure,
so
sure, no worries.
Yeah, James, I will quickly create an organization for Isabel right now. If you can share my screen, just give me the permission.
Over to your screen. Give it a second.
Yeah, so I'll do it again. I'm on like Isabella's company here right now. Create new contact. Okay. Create new contact. Product interest list. It's a general business recruitment interest. Email is here. Oh, phone. We should probably change it to numericals. NetSuite doesn't like alphabet here. Oh, not this. Person source. Let's call it a sales sourced. Address is taken automatically. Should be fine. Everything is good. Save. Perfect. And as you can see, the contact is here, assigned as primary contact for business recruitment. Perfect. Well done, everyone. That's really great. Now, everyone has created an organization. Everyone knows how to do that. Everyone has added contacts, which is great. So now, before we go to the next stage, which is creating opportunities and creating quotes, I will show you how to let the marketing team know that that you're working on the lead, because very often like leads get assigned to you. So people contact us online and they want to get in touch with you guys directly because they are interested in particular products. So you get emails from us. You have all those leads assigned to you, but now if you're willing to talk to them, if you're talking to them, you need to let us know that this happens. So in this case, you will go to this lead that has been assigned to you. Yeah. What you do is click edit on this particular lead that you got by email and this is what you do. You go here to 1, 2, 3 to the third space here, and you select from one of these options. The first one, the most obvious one, would be in progress. This is if you're attempting contact, if the person is actually kind of interested in the products, but the whole negotiation, they're not sure, decision hasn't been made, you would select in progress. You can leave some additional comments here. If we have provided you with a bad lead, well, you just simply correct bad data and give us feedback. So for example, this is just a student looking for a university. If this lead has no budget, you would select no budget yet. If it's not the right fit, not really for us, well, you can select not right fit. If the time is not right, maybe to click not right time. In any of these cases, just leave a comment to us that, hey, just tell us more about this lead, tell us what happened. But in case this is a positive lead, remember, in progress, if you are working on them, if you're willing to, if you think they're willing to buy, but maybe you need to work a bit more on them. Once you have created a transaction, once everything is fine, you click here later on to customer 1. But the most important thing, the first reaction, this is like, hey, letting us know you're working on them, is to create, select in progress, working on it, and click save. By doing this, you're indicating that, hey, I'm working on this lead, someone's looking after this person. And as you can see here, the system has recorded what time this has been done and who did this. Everything is done. And by creating in progress, this lead disappears from any director's reports. So you will not be asked by a director to, hey, just follow up on this lead. Selecting in progress will not remove it from your hot contacts or anything like this, but you know, it's a signal for us that, hey, someone is looking after this person, which is great. So this is what we are asking you to do. Just to remember, if you're in touch with someone that was allocated to you, just select the reason detail here as the right one, in progress, or any of the negative ones. Always, if possible, leave the comments, especially if it's a bad lead. Okay, this is very important to us. Okay, so let's talk now about selling. How do we sell? At QS, what we do is we follow every single time this specific order: opportunity, quote, sales order. You cannot just create sales orders straight away to an organization. We cannot do that. What we need to do.
Quote, right?
Sorry. Yes, but before we create
a quote right away.
But you cannot start with a quote. Every single time you sell something, you need to go to the organization, like here, you want to sell to, go to the contact person you are cooperating with. On this case, make sure it's a primary contact for your department. Yeah. And what you need to do is scroll down on the contact page. This is something that you have been creating right now, to create new opportunity. This little button over here. This initiates the sales process on the contact level. Remember, here I am. Oh, it's a gentle reminder that this organization has not been validated yet. Opportunity name, I will call it test op 1. Account manager, as you can see, it's me. Business unit, it's going to be BS recruitment. Details, you can leave comments here. As you can see,
just click on your business unit for me quickly, if you don't mind.
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
Can you click on the business unit, the drop down?
Yeah.
Bar?
Here?
Is that okay? Yeah. So sorry, I know it's a little bit off the subject, but I was entering a opportunity earlier today, and I only had this limited list of items to select. So I was just wondering if it was just me or if it's for everybody. I see it's for everybody.
The IU and branding, these will have to disappear. This will disappear soon. They are turned on for now because there's some development work that I do on like some older records. So the ones you will eventually only have here will be branding, BS recruitment, QSIU, and Unirec. So these are the 4 you should choose from. Yeah, you can ignore those because they're not really business sort of units as we constructed. So remember, branding, BS recruitment, QSIU, and Unirec. These are here only because I have to work with some older transactions. So I was forced to turn them back on, although they were turned off for a very long time. So in this case, I would select business recruitment. That's if you sell business products, that's what you should do. Now, this is the forecasting thing. As default probability, so like how likely you are to close this, to make this like a sales order, default option is 50% here. For an opportunity. And this is what's showing in the pipeline reports to managerial staff. So if you think it's more, you can change it, but the default one is 50%. Now, expected date is like, when do you think this opportunity is likely to close? And this is important. As default, as you can see, it's just next month, same date. So but you can extend it. You can make it shorter if you think it's shorter. It's really all about, you know, showing this in your forecast. Next thing to do, as you can see, this is all taken from the primary contact here is taken directly from the contact, so you don't have to worry about this if you follow it in the same way that I have done. If it has multiple currencies, you select the currency that you sell in. However, the currencies are connected to organizations. So if you want to have different currencies, you need to manipulate the organization to do that. As default, it's the Great Britain pounds. Finally, here what we do is we need to select the products that the company is willing to buy from us. So can you suggest a product, James, that I could sell right now?
Excuse me, topmba.com.
Topmba.com. Come on, go for lead. Go for lead. Yeah, for the sale.
Let's try to do this. Top MBA. Let's have a look what happens. Top MBA. What happens? Oh, I cannot find anything if I type in top MBA. That's weird.
Interesting.
How about I do this? Percentage top MBA. Oh, that is interesting. Why
no space. No space.
MBA. Yeah. All right. Perfect. What I wanted to do, like top MBA. MBA. So as you can see, yeah, the products are here.
Hit the period and it will take you to the online products.
Yeah. How about
you're only allowed
I want to sell this
career guide.
What if I want to sell this product? It's called Dean's Diary here. Yeah. If I type in Dean's Diary, okay, it actually appears here. What I wanted to show you is like if I'm looking for diary, it's not going to show here, although I'm looking for Dean's Diary. So if you want to find an item, so like, you know, kind of the part of the word or part of the name of the item, you type in percentage and you type in diary. There you go. It will find Dean's Diary.
But yeah. What about top MBA? More important.
It's top MBA. It's not a problem because top MBA is actually at the beginning of top MBA. Top MBA.
Hit the period. Topmba.com.
.com.
You're only going to get the career guides unless you hit the period.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Voice of reason.
So that's it. If you can see, if you're looking for profile, it won't find it here. However, if you type in percentage profile,
that's a dollar sign.
God, why am I? Yeah, percentage profile. It will look for all the products with profile in them. So it's just up.
Expands the search of that particular product, right?
Exactly. Percentage just looks for the word profile anywhere in the name of the product. Okay. So yeah, but we wanted to sell top MBA online. MBA.com. Shall we sell advanced profile for 12 months?
We shall.
Let's do this. Let's say, I don't know, select £1,000 in this case. In the amount, add. Probably a bargain, right?
That's a good deal, but that's probably the going rate.
Okay. Another way of adding products, remember, you don't need to look here. You can also click on little search. And this leads you to here, this search, which allows you to, if you're looking for products from, I don't know, 2018, you can click 2018.
Yeah, that's what we use when we do the quotes, right?
Yeah. If you want to add a few products at the same time, right? Yeah, you can select, say, one here. Let's drop MBA. Let's one here. That's not going to be your product, but just for the purpose of this, oh yeah, World MBA Tour, this is going to be your product. I've selected a few, add multiple, and they are all here. Just remember to change the amount, 500, 1,500, and say 2,000. Okay, yeah, everything is created here.
Yeah.
I have everything I need. Let's save this. Perfect. There you go. The opportunity is here. So now, next stage, after opportunity is created, you want to send a quote to the customer. So remember, the opportunity is just like an indication for mostly for us that you're working. This is how much you're probably willing to sell for. To this, however, if you want to make a proposal, like if send basically a quote to this organization, you click on here, this button again, create new quote. There you go. And at this point, sorry, there's a little glitch in here. Let's try it again.
Oh my God.
I think I have some internet problems. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can.
Sorry, it's just some internet problems on this end. There. Oh, okay.
Are you in
there.
friendly? Are you in
there
friendly?
it is. Yeah. Tranly Muse. Okay, so it's working. It's loaded properly. So as you can see, it draws all the information from the opportunity. However, well, remember, I mean, you can change this to whatever you want. Obviously, because the client might negotiate, change pricing, add products. You are absolutely, you can absolutely do this. Finally, at this stage, you select an account manager, sorry, a customer service manager who is gonna look after this. I'll just select Daniel for this. And as you can see, the probability has changed. So the default probability of a quote is 75%. The expected close date is not changing from the opportunity level. So, remember to change this. And that's it. Let's save this quote. I haven't changed pretty much anything, but remember, you absolutely can. Now, correct. Now, for those of you who have access to DocuSign, you can absolutely send this quote with DocuSign the way I'm doing it. Just click on the send with DocuSign. And you can send this directly to the person, together with all the contracts.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So on the quote, it only shows the total. Is there any way to show like which each thing is cost, or is it just going to only show the total?
Right now, it only shows. I
know that clients like to see like what each thing costs.
But right now it only shows the total.
That's a really great.
Whoa! Sorry, guys. On the DocuSign, you can go in and you can uncheck that and have it You can show
Okay.
itemized,
Where?
you can show full price and discount. You can
Okay.
you can really adjust
Probably
that.
was not aware of that. Where would you where do you do this, Peter?
But so when you're in quotation, sorry, I literally just came.
Yeah,
I've just done it.
Yeah.
Just close this then, I guess.
When you go into,
Go back.
I'm going to have to do this.
No, you got to go back
Yeah.
into the NetSuite
Yeah, I
part.
think you have to close.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's a box on the left-hand side that
Scroll down.
says something like
No. Show proposal options. See
That's the
on
one,
the button above the button above the box with all the number above items. Go left and go down.
Okay. This one. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
I'll go
show,
back to sleep then. I'll leave you
Oh,
to it.
show proposed options?
show proposal options on the left. Hit
Okay.
that, and then you can choose how you'd like it to show.
Okay.
It doesn't
Perfect.
work accurately, but the idea is great.
Let's have a look at discount amount. Let's have a look at this. I was not aware of this
It
feature
does.
of
It does.
DocuSign.
It can be a bit fiddly showing the discount amounts because that means you've got
But
to go.
if you don't have
especially if you're
access to
doing a big order.
DocuSign, you're not able
Yeah.
to create that itemized quote, right? Is that correct?
No, I think you are. I
Yeah,
think it's
let's have
just
a look.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because then you just print it off and send it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
So it depends. I mean,
Yeah,
whether
so
you want to
correct.
show.
So
Okay.
I
Right.
actually was not aware of this. So showing proposal options and adding item pricing will add the price of items into each individual item here. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. And also here, if you don't have access to DocuSign, we don't need to panic. You can always do this, print.
You print PDF.
You're printing the document. And what you do is print here and save as a PDF, save it somewhere, and send it over to your customers for their signature. Okay? So that's it. Once you have everything is done, the customer has agreed with the prices and everything, you can create the sales order. However, you do not have this sales order button in your role. So what you need to do is exactly contact the CSMs. And how to do that? Well, the most efficient way is, again, using this little button here. It means create a new task. There you go. Create a new task. And who will we assign it to? Well, I can assign it to, I would assign it to Daniel Cooper, who was the CSM in our CSM in this case. However, I would assign it to myself and see what happens. I'll notify myself by email. I will say quote is ready. And the details, I'll say, hi, look, quote is ready. Please raise sales order. Thanks. Look, all right. So remember, title, assigned to whom, notified by email, and in the details, tell them what to do. And save. And what has happened now? This is my Outlook. I have just received this message here. Look at this. The following task has been assigned to you by, well, me. To view the task, click on this record. I'm clicking on this record. Oh, quote is ready. Perfect. This is the details. Okay, quote is ready. Please rate as CEO. What I do now is I follow this link directly to the quote, and being a CSM, I can create the sales order directly from your quote.
And then,
okay.
Luke, is there a notification that the DocuSign has been signed?
Yes. If the DocuSign has been signed, you're getting information about this. It's all communicated to you.
No, I mean the CSM. The CSM.
The CSMs, they don't. I think you can attach them probably as a copy, carbon copy, but
my question is, if you assign a task, obviously they shouldn't transfer to sales order until the DocuSign has been signed. Then there's no way of understanding if they.
I mean, absolutely. So you only send the what I mean by quote is ready. It means it's ready and signed by your customers. Remember, the quote is a contract between quote is a contract between you and your customers. So we only raise sales orders whenever we have a signed copy of the quote. Yeah, either by a PDF or a DocuSign. All right. Okay, it's time now to check exercise 2, activity number 2, creating an opportunity, creating a quote. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the contacts that you created in a previous activity, and let's try to create a new opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, try to sell these 3 products.
Which one?
Top Executive Guide, World MBA Tour Spring, and World MBA Tour Spring London. One Accra, one London. Tables in both cases. Once this is done, you can create a quote. Okay, I'd say about 10 minutes should be fine.
Okay. Oh yes, so I need just to find that. You start always with the contact, or you start with the company?
You always need to start at the contact level. Always. You cannot.
This is the first time. Yeah, I used to do it differently. That's what I'm asking.
Remember, it's the contact every single time. And scroll down, and there's like a little create new opportunity button over there.
I need to find my
Luke, I do this pretty regularly. I've been doing this for all of my spring bookings, and I've always started at the organization level.
Yeah, same here, Lisa. Same here.
It's that's why, like, believe it or not, like these things, they're showing errors in so many places in the system. They will not be showing on forecasts. So every single time, Lisa and Isabel, you need to go to the contact level and create opportunities from the contact level. This way, you make sure that all the fields are populated, all the process is followed correctly, and well, everyone is getting the right numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, create new opportunity.
I've heard of that.
Lucas.
Hello, could you... Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the contact. Create new. Doesn't show me opportunity.
Are you on a contact or are you on a lead?
The contact.
Question, Leonardo, are you logged in as your account manager or as a CSM or Markham's? You need to be logged in as account manager.
Account manager.
Can you show me your screen?
I'll share it right now.
Leo, I think you're looking for like the additional button, but it's actually under like new opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like an actual button.
It's creating
it's
new
at the
opportunity,
very
right?
bottom. Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's
That's correct.
here.
Yeah.
No.
The little link. Yeah, there you go. It's, as you can see, this is is it James's screen? As you can see here, it's on the left, in the left corner. There you go, Leo. There you go. Yeah, just scroll down and
it's all fine. I actually say that it's better than Spotify for me in the end.
Welcome back.
I just have a question here. It happens to me a few times that if I'm selling multiple products in the same order, let's say a widget and a WMT event, which product of interest can I select multiple ones?
To the same person. If you're creating a new contact.
Yeah, same person, same university.
We don't have right now. We don't have a secondary product of interest for the contacts. So I would say it's a judgment call, like for you. You can.
But it doesn't make any difference for you.
I mean, from your point of view, it doesn't. I know yourself very often in two cases, but like to business recruitment and uni recruitment, it's a judgment call for you. We right now can only select one product interest.
Okay, and the other question is in the expected dates that you will be selling. If you pass this date and they haven't replied back to you, does it make any difference or not?
That is so bizarre.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry.
So you know this question when you have like the probability of the sales is like 50, 75%, whatever.
Okay.
Below it, it has the expected date of finalizing. It puts a date automatically, and let's say the date was like 1 month from now, but the school took more than 1 month. Does that make any difference?
Listen, you should if it's more, then you should go into this lead, into this opportunity and prolong it. Yeah, if they take more, like they will not disappear, but you should check the deadlines and like postpone it, because this is showing in some managerial reports. So and people are expecting this income. So change the expected close date.
Maybe a reminder or something, because if there are a couple of them, it will be hard to track. So maybe can we get maybe a reminder like 2 days before the expected date?
I will tell you this. What you're gonna have pretty soon, by the end of this month, is a dashboard, and all of these things will appear directly on your dashboard. So you will not have any problems tracking it.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
All right, Leo, I think I should stop sharing your screen now.
Sorry, we're all following. We're all following Leo.
I don't know if you know that.
We're all supporting you, cheering for you, Leo. Well done.
Thank you, man. Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo. Okay. So remember, create opportunities. From opportunities, create a quote. And now this is a task to everyone. Please send this quote to me. I am your CSM right now. Send this quote to me by creating a new task. Okay, the same way I showed you. Create a new task. And once the quote is ready, send the quote over to me. This way, I will get an email notification, and I will know that you have completed the training.
Hey, Luke, I'm going to skip this just because I would just be sending it to myself.
You can select me,
But I'm my own CSM, so I don't really need to send this.
Oh, but don't worry. Like this is you're your own CSM. Okay. Well, in this case, yeah.
All I do is I switch my role and then I go into the quote. And
Yeah. Well, you're very privileged. You're very privileged there.
That's right.
So I wish you guys were looking at my screen. That thing happened where I entered everything in. I hit save. The system crashed, and now it's all gone.
No.
That happens like 1 in 2 times, and for most bookings, it's like 40 cities.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
This is what I was talking about earlier with Mohammed. What I need to do is just make sure that if you don't put something in, it's going to display a message on your opportunity. Because 40 bookings, it's quite painful to keep track of everything. So I'm aware of this issue. I can't solve this minute, but I'm kind of like, yes, I know this is a problem because at least a few people have asked me about it. This is not something that we inherited from previous implementations of processes. But yes, I know, and I know how to fix this issue.
Currency. Okay. I guess I would have to change that.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Let's do it in GB for the moment. It's fine.
Okay, I'm receiving some opportunities here. I've got Leila.
Business unit.
Hey.
Where is business unit? Business school. Oh, I can't click in there.
Yeah.
The wheels are still spinning on my opportunity. I hit save on the second time, and now it's being a good. Let's see your screen. Let's see what happens.
And it tells me that organization has a status of requiring validation. Please contact
just click OK. Just click OK. This is a warning that this has not been validated yet. This organization, but just a warning. It will not prevent you from creating this opportunity for the purpose of this training.
And so everything got deleted. That's great.
Yeah. So The validation right now is done by my colleague Poonam. She's in India.
Yeah.
She does this early morning her time. So hopefully all of these will be already validated by the time you start working on those.
Yeah.
I got my receipt. I got my receipt.
Yeah, do you guys want to see my screen so that you can see?
Yes, let's do this.
Daily problem.
I can just warn you that the Accra one that you told us to add is out of capacity, so it doesn't go through anyway.
Or spring already?
For spring.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
Let's check Alet's screen.
Not real sales. It's not real
Okay,
sales.
well, I need to spring London, then I need to go spring, because I had to redo everything, because everything got deleted.
Okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's scroll up. Business unit is not populated. On your right-hand side. Yeah. Select PS recruitment. It looks good now. Everything should go through. Just make sure that everything is populated. Sales, yeah, products are added. Save.
Yep.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, it's working.
And I need to change the amount to 750, whatever it is.
How long should it take?
Has it been transformed? So is it saved already?
Yeah, well, I've hit save, and this is the situation I get into. If I did anything else right now, then it would delete all the info.
Yeah, it does.
Can you share again, because I can't see anything?
I'm
right
still
now.
sharing, am I not?
Oh no.
So this is the same as you left me whenever you left.
Okay, that's interesting. Can you create a new opportunity? Because do you have any internet issues by any chance? Because you've populated everything correctly. I've never seen this before.
No, I don't. I have incredibly quick internet actually.
Yeah.
I live in a millennial town.
Enter the business. Okay, I have no idea. Let me share the screen, and I'll go to your company, and I'll try to do this for you.
Bizarre.
Okay.
So it's email, right?
Organizations. Okay. Can I share the screen?
Yeah.
What do I have to do there? I think I made a mistake.
Okay. Just add any item right now, and you don't need to add all those three. Just to be quick.
Oh, no, wait, I actually need that quantity for later. No one take that.
Yeah, it's just one available. Maybe let's not.
I need that. Don't you dare. You guys don't nobody take that.
All right. Amount. No. Whoa. Maybe not. Let's not do this because it's going to show up in forecasts. All right. Perfect. And
Unfortunately, I can't help you.
what is okay? No. Is everything populated here? Should be. Try to save.
I have a new form. You guys force create a form. Yeah.
No, nothing's happening.
Okay, that's really weird.
So here's the thing, Luke. It's not really weird at all. It is the typical experience. I'm going to say 7 times out of 10.
That is, to be honest, I have never ever seen these problems before and I've used this on hundreds of occasions.
I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, right? Because I'm sure that'd be the first thing that people would say. But you do everything and follow instructions. We've been saying this a while. I appreciate what works maybe in the office in London. I don't know.
Can you show, like, can you, James, can you give the screen to me, please? I'll try to do the same.
Sure thing. Here you go.
But yeah, I say 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10 times. This is the issue we get. So a booking, if you put in a booking, say a Rotman booking of 70 cities, that could be 2 days of your time.
Oh my God.
I'm going to Alet's contact. Yeah, I'm creating a new opportunity. Test op business unit. PS recruitment. Everything is populated. Oh, sorry, can you see it? Can you see my screen?
As of now, George is taking.
Yep, I can.
Okay, cool. Adding products, say, connect. One. Yeah, everything. Save. Oh, I'm not allocated to this organization. I'll need to change a little thing here. I need to assign myself to this organization. Okay. There. Save.
Most definitely. Yeah, have a green tea.
Okay.
It has caffeine, so it gives you a little bit, but not much, yeah.
I'll try to create this again.
Oh God.
There you go. Create a new opportunity. Test. Business unit PS recruitment. Connect. Shanghai. Oh, it's not available.
Before I take my screen, it will dash it into.
This is still available. I'll add one. Okay, everything populated. I am assigned as account manager to the organization. Save. This goes in. In case if you have received like an error screen, like a white screen, and it goes back to the original opportunity because you have forgotten something, the best option to do is probably just to close it and start creating opportunity again from the contact level. I am aware of this white sort of error displaying like as a message here, and you have to go back and you have to populate fields again. So I know it's not the right 100% bulletproof solution right now, but we will try to change this to like a warning error message in the middle of the screen instead of just erasing your information.
Yeah, last spring I had a lot of that happening.
Yeah.
And even James, who was managing the NetSuite, who was fighting with it, had loads of bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the error is displayed like on information goes to the server and goes back onto your into your browser. So what we need to do is like to stop the information in your browser before reaching the server and return like a browser error. But again, like I cannot solve this, right? But I am aware this is an issue. Yeah. Alet, can you go to this opportunity and go to the and just create a quote from this?
Sure.
Okay. In the meantime, this is the name test op 3992. Should be able to find it here. Yeah, if you type in 3992 test op, you will find it here in the browser. Okay, let's check my email box. So I have Jesus, Leonardo, Leila, Barak. I still have not received some from Isabel.
It should be here. The quote is to be generated.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Just presented that and then deleted everything earlier.
And I'm still waiting for.
No. Once the code is to be generated, because it looks I'm doing it differently from normal. It goes. Do I have to go to register?
Sorry, I do not follow this one.
Do I have to go to register?
Could you share your screen?
It's telling me. Okay, it's telling me quote is to be registered, generated. Sorry. And that, so action, is it go to register?
Isabel, you're now the presenter. Just share your screen and we'll have a look at what this. Okay.
Got it.
So you've got your quote here. Perfect. No. You don't click this. This is like, you don't click this. No. Make sure that everything is populated. Scroll down. As far as I can see, everything is fine.
Yeah.
Everything is good. Isabel, everything is fine. You've selected the customer service manager. Why don't you press just save? Save. The blue save button, correct? Yeah, you don't have to use the actions at all. It's not necessary in the process. This is perfect.
Wow.
Why don't you now just remember, you can send with DocuSign, but we don't do this for the purpose of this activity right now. I don't think you,
Okay.
You don't have to do this. So obviously you send it with DocuSign or you send the PDF.
I usually send a PDF because I send a note with my email.
Exactly. Now, why don't you create a task and send this quote over to me with a task? Okay.
Okay, so the task is going to be
new task. Just assign me. So far, okay, I've got Alet, I've got Barak, I've got Jesus, I've got Leonardo, I've got Leila. As you can see here, I have received all.
I guess I need to go back.
Yeah, I've got Alet's. So as you can see, I can click on this. This leads me directly to the task.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And this, I can go directly to the, oh yeah, Alet, you sent the opportunity to me, not the quote. But it's, so you would have to do this, create quote.
Hold on,
the opportunity.
It's
your screen.
I've put you as presenter, but for some reason it's taking a few minutes to go back to your screen. Just give it 1 sec, Luke. It should go up in a moment now.
Sure. So, yeah.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. I'll follow again.
Where do I put you as the person to actually receive the task? Because I have not actually put it. Gabriella, I didn't put you.
Okay, so I'll go to.
We're still waiting to view your screen. I don't know why this is taking so much time. Give it a second.
Yeah, it's the internet here probably. Let me know when you can see this, okay?
Luke, I have another question actually that's kind of related. When you put in a quote now, and if you enter all the school information for an event, for example, event information, contacts, does that now save across the sales order? Because it wasn't saving for a while. Or from opportunity to quote, will that save?
It should pass on from quote to sales order.
Like, 'cause it wasn't for me for a while. And if you put it in the opportunity stage, is it? Will it pass over the quote stage?
Just to be on the safe side, put this on the quote level, okay? Because opportunities are formed a bit differently in NetSuite. I'll just write it down here. Present information, does it pass?
So for some reason we're having technical difficulty. We'll give it a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Regardless, let's do it for another 20 minutes, and then after that, if we need another training session, we will organize another training session.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke, I have a quick question for you. Is there an easy way just to find all of like the open quotes? Like, is there just an easy list? Because I know you can like go through opportunities to find it.
You require. Is it like your opportunities and your quotes that you're looking for?
No, it'll be under James because I'm his CSM.
Okay. James, he received yesterday from me. He received a a dashboard with all this information. So there is a report. I don't remember the name of this report, but it's on James's dashboard. So James, you can
because even
you
when
can
I
share
go,
the name of this.
so like
Sorry?
even when I go to a contact, it doesn't really show the quote that's open under the like opportunities. So I just didn't know if there was an easy way where I could just see all open quotes so I can kind of go through them instead of having to like go to opportunities and see which ones were quotes as like CSM.
Yeah. So this requires, okay, let me think about this one. Obviously, you can totally do this.
I have a portlet in my dashboard that shows me all my open quotes.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, so that's what I want to add, but I'm having a hard time trying to add that.
I mean, listen. I've pretty much almost developed, but in the next couple of weeks, all the account managers will receive their personalized dashboards with all the information about opportunities. So it will all be available over there. Okay. So it's not something you have right now, but it will be delivered to you on your dashboard.
Okay.
Luke, I have a question while we're waiting for your screen to populate.
Okay.
You mentioned that because I'm planning on sending out a mail to Jennifer Jessica in Singapore, and we want to get Tony on board for this CSM training. But correct me if I'm wrong, but CSMs have an additional role than the account managers, right? There's some financing and there's some editing if a client cancels or changes their mind on an event. Don't they have the access to go in and do that sort of support role, which would be a different component of the training, or is it the same training?
This training right now is only creating opportunities, quotes, and sales orders. The sales orders have a few more options, like events information, and so they can interact with all these on the sales orders. But like for details of exactly how it's done, I would need to speak to operations.
Got it. Okay, so these are the.
I think it would be worth developing an equivalent of this for the CSMs, just to make sure they've got something to refer to for every single function that they have access to.
Yeah.
Again, there's no training for the CSMs right now which is different than this. So it's the same training that. But
the second round of training we could look at. Obviously, we discussed the outlook and other things. This is just sort of the basics, and then we could have.
These are the basic things.
We'll add. We'll copy in Katerina afterwards and see what she could add to potentially a CSM additional training. I got bad news.
So again,
you are not able to present. It's been 5 minutes and it's still not.
Yeah, I was just trying to share it. It says here I'm sharing, but there's nothing.
Which is odd because this has been an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And we haven't had an issue up until right now. So
how about I stop sharing and start sharing again? I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay. How do I share again? Share your screen again. I'll try to start sharing it again.
Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. That. Let me go back to you 1 second.
It's Isabella's the presenter right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if someone else, if it was your internet or whether or not it was.
No, you can see my screen right now.
Okay, I'll put it back to you, Luke.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a look.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
I think you're good. I think it's back to you.
It's a classic glitch. All right. So just to wrap up, guys, everything we have done today, I have received tasks from all of you. Barak, Jesus, Leonardo, Isabel, if you can just, what you need to do is create a new task from the level of the quote, assigned to, just make sure you select me. It's this. This is how you spell my name.
Wait. Look.
Assigned to, yeah.
Let me just check that. Okay, where do I assign it to?
Yeah, notify by email.
Yeah, let me just do this. Look, where are you?
That's Lukas.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm searching for you. Look. No, I've got Luke Mitchell.
No, that's not me.
That's not going to be you.
No.
I'm going to look for
someone
Lucas.
would be very surprised. Someone would be very
wow.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yay. Perfect.
Okay. I got
and
you.
then the title is
I said your task, Luke.
Perfect.
And then I save it?
Yeah, notify assignee by email. Make sure that this is ticked.
It is.
And you can save it, and this will send me the email. Okay, that's it. Yay! Fantastic. Look at this, Isabel. It's here. I've received your quote.
Yay.
If I'm your CSM, I can click on the task. I can follow it.
Yeah.
Quickly, and look at this. Like in 3 seconds, I go from my email to the task to the quote. If I'm your CSM, I can create the sales order straight away without much hassle. Yeah.
Or I can call you.
or obviously you can call me, or you can call your CSM, but this is just so easy to do. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to wrap up everything and summarize everything that we have covered so far. So I've given you the details on your roles in NetSuite. You know what your roles are. You know what the roles are within business recruitment. We talked about differences between organizations and contacts. We know that 3 different stages an organization can be in: a lead, a prospect, and a customer. We have created new organizations correctly, following everything, all the process, and we have seen some best practices of doing this, and we have created new contacts and added them to the organizations. We have assigned those contacts as primary contacts by selecting the right product interest. Finally, what we have done, we have followed the sales process correctly. So we went to the contact person, and we created the opportunity, we created the quote, and what we have done, we have sent this quote over to your CSM. Well, in this case, it was a fake CSM, it was me, and I have received those quotes on my email. A CSM would follow up and create a sales order from this quote. All right? And last but not least, I have also showed you how to mark that you are in contact with your leads. Remember the sales reason detail here.
Where is it? Wait a second.
Yeah, I'm showing you right now. Remember, if you got a lead by an email, if you're in contact with this lead, remember sales reason detail. It is so important to populate, to choose the right.
Can I ask something?
Sure thing.
Because I know we've got tasks everywhere, but there is no notes. Whenever I've got like calls and stuff like that, and it's really a bit silly because it goes in tasks, but doesn't make sense really.
Yeah. If you want to add notes, you can always. Tasks. Look this. If you go to this here, you can log in new tasks. You can log in phone calls. You can log events, or you can add user notes to the contact you are dealing with. You can do the same to transactions. Just communication bar, and if you want to leave a message, log town activities, tasks, events, feel free to use it here. If you have Outlook integrated with NetSuite, NetSuite will automatically populate fields for you there. So, but this is a different training. We have right now covered the basics of it took us almost 2 hours anyway. So now what I want you to do, I want you to practice with this. If you want, you feel free to create some more contacts to these organizations. You can create one or a few more opportunities. I will not remove your test organizations for the next say day until probably tomorrow. So feel free to practice if you want. If you have any questions, just ask me or ask my colleague Poonam. And remember, there's also training materials attached to my emails.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's everything we spoke about right now, explained in written form. Just feel free to use this, okay? And it's just a matter of practice. Once you practice, you will remember not to miss fields, and you will find everything faster, okay?
Sounds very good. Well, thank you so much for taking the nearly 2 hours to bring us up to speed there.
Absolutely. It's I will return with even more training, but right now I want you all to feel comfortable with the basics of the process. You know everything that needs to, that you know how to do it. You know how to create organizations. You know everything that is required of you to follow the process.
And I'll share the video and copy you in for those that haven't completed the training, so that they could go in there and complete the items.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone.
All right.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you very much for joining.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
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 Bye.